All right, so we are back again with another look at another copywriting formula. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I don't believe in using templates. Templates are those sort of things where it's like how X achieved Y in Z. Just because it robs your copy and any of your writing of any sort of uniqueness, individuality, or flair. However, formula are very different. Formula just give you a general structure, a guideline to work to. And we've already been through ADA and what that's good for. We're going to look at another one now, which is PAS, P-A-S. Also, sometimes PASO, just add an O on the end. Old El Paso. But yeah, this is another good copywriting formula. It's used all over the place and for good reason. It is highly effective. I'll share my screen. There he is. Boom. So yeah, you can get access to this sheet with the example and everything that we're going to go through in a second. Just click the link in the description below and you can get access to this and all of the other downloadable elements to these videos for free. Anyway, PAS is a super simple formula that's incredibly effective. It is. You'll see this a lot in a lot of Facebook ads because PAS gets really into it's very good at grabbing attention immediately because how it breaks down is PAS acronym again stands for problem, agitate, solution, or agitation. And basically you lead with the biggest problem your target audience is experiencing. You agitate that problem. You highlight the bigger issues that are coming out of the problem they're experiencing before hinting at or providing them with your solution. It's, the simplest way that I can think to explain this is if you are suffering from a bad back and then someone says, have you got a bad back? Immediately like, yeah, I have got a bad back. Shit, it's like, oh yeah. You can then agitate that problem by saying something like, is it difficult to move boxes? I only say that because I've moved house recently and there are a lot of boxes. Pick up your kids if you're, doing it at new parents or whatever. You agitate that problem. You think about the other things that this is not allowing them to do, this main problem. Really gets them invested. And then you go, well, worry no more because we've got this solution. By grabbing their attention, by showing them that you know what problem they have, showing them that you understand the troubles that this problem has and that you understand their daily struggle, by agitating the problem, it does seem quite harsh, I understand. To just really be laying into somebody, it's like, oh, you got a bad back, oh, it's shit, innit? Can't pick up your kids, can't put your shoes on, can't lie comfortably, so don't sleep well. Feels like you just sort of, digging somebody as they're down. But what you're really doing is you're showing them that you understand that the struggles and the problems that they're having. And then you hit them with the solution. It really is that simple. If you want to add a little extra on, you can add the O. And the O stands for outcome. So you get the person then. So you do the problem, you agitate the problem, then there's the solution. And then at the end, you add on a little bit, which is the outcome that they could have were they to buy, opt in, whatever it is, to your solution. So you get them to envision that life that they could be leading, just to add a little bit of extra spice on it. So here is an example that I just wrote out very quickly, based on my very recent experience with my wonderful but noisy dog. Yes, you. He's in the other room. It's bonfire night here, actually today, November the 5th, in the UK, and the week preceding and following bonfire night, it's just fireworks every night. It's crazy. It's usually kids down in the park who just get, a handful of rockets and set them off. But it's terrible because I will be dozing off 11:30, just about to hit sleep, and the dog will go crazy. Be screaming at the windows. So, targeting people like me with a bullshit product that I've made up, bonfire night or my dog's noisy panic barking week is almost upon us. So, you'd run this in the run up to bonfire night. It's like, oh yeah, that is the problem I have. My dog is noisy. When the fireworks go off, he runs straight towards the window and screams back at them and I get no peace and quiet, it's a pain. Lead with that problem. That immediate, I'm like, yeah, it is. This is for me. These highlights or these blue bits here are just my notes to explain it. Highlight the problem at the start, make no ifs or buts about it, and don't beat around the bush. Get straight in to the problem. The main problem with owning a dog in the UK is the number of fireworks let off around November 5th, as I've explained. For the week on either side, it's every night. Such a pain. Most dogs are either terrified, huddling under tables, or, in my case, running around screaming at the sky in a vain effort to warn off the sky booms. So, get straight into it. That is the problem I have. It is a week or 2 weeks, really, of just my dog running around screaming, not being calm. It's bad for him. He's not a happy dog. And as a result, my wife and I are also not happy because we don't sleep so well. Because you have to sort of look after the dog like he's a baby. Agitate that problem. So we've led with the problem of my dog being very noisy. It's got my attention. There's nothing you can really do. Teens are still going to be setting off fireworks and you're still going to have to deal with. This is where we agitate the problem. You pick out a couple of the issues that arise because of that main problem. Your dog's noisy panic barking until 11 p.m. or later. Yeah, it's a pain. A terrified pup who doesn't eat, sleep, or behave as they usually would. Oh, yeah. He's a very angry man at the minute. He is an old man as well, but he's very angry and he doesn't sleep well. It's a pain. So I think that probably makes him even more cranky. Complaints from the neighbours, because the fireworks are one thing, but that bloody noisy dog is apparently quite another. One of my chief concerns at the minute is that the neighbour on one side is going to complain. Because we have an attic conversion for the bedroom, but so do they. And the dog comes running up the stairs and screaming, and if they're asleep. So I've picked out things that worry me. The problem is a noisy dog, but these are the things that I worry about. I don't really worry about him being noisy. I worry about him going on into the night. Neighbours complain that he's unhappy and it will make him somewhat unwell. Agitate those problems. This is where if I was reading this, I'd be like, oh, this brand or this solution, they understand me. They know the problem that I'm going through. Once they've got me sort of invested in this agitation phase, the solution. But worry no more. Sorry, this was a very quickly written one. The new products that I've created cost as little as £2.50, $3.25 if you're in the US. £2.50 per window. This new product that costs as little as £2.50 per window will seal your house interior from the noise of the Guy Fawkes revelry. Pete's bullshit noise reduction strips, because I've just made them up, are proven to reduce noise pollution from outside by up to 50%. And there's a limited time offer of 30% off, so dog owners can ensure their pup has a quiet, tranquil bonfire night week. Get yours here now. So there, I've just basically outlined what the solution is. It's strips that you'll put on your window and it will reduce the noise pollution coming from outside to in by up to 50%, so that your dog will be a little happier. And you won't have to deal with these problems that you've agitated in the agitation phase. This section, you simply let the customer know what the solution is and how they can get their hands on it. Done. That is the basic problem agitation solution format. You will see this used a lot in Facebook ads, just because it is such a short, sweet formula. It lends itself very well to that, very short form copy. You'll also see it in longer form stuff too, don't get me wrong, but it seems to be the formula of choice for many Facebook advertisers. I guess it works well. However, there is also the outcome that you can add on. By soundproofing even one room in your house, you could guarantee a better night's sleep for the whole family, dog included. Just get them to envision what the major benefit will be of buying this product. It's a little bit extra. You can fit this into the sort of solution part here. You just add it on the end before the CTA of get yours here now. But that's pretty much it. It's a very simple, very direct way of doing it. You outline the problem, agitate the problem, present your solution. And if you really want, get the user to envision what the outcome of buying or opting into your service will provide. And that is pretty much it. It's a really nice, really simple, really effective formula that I would recommend that you have a play around with. And Perfect. That's it for today. We'll get on to the next Formula One very shortly. See you soon.